What's up? It's Ben Scarborough, and I'm chilling here in the secret room at Third Eye Collective with Instagram model and 2020 presidential candidate Chase Tail.
Hey, how's it going, Ben?
Just fine. How are you doing?
Man, great. Just shit myself.
I can smell it from over here, but you know what? We're going to let it ride.
I'll tell you, good thing there's no smell on this podcast there, Ben. That's all good, man. You can edit it. I know you're going to edit it. You ain't got to say I shit myself.
No, that's hilarious.
That's
dude.
fine. I really didn't shit myself. It's just that my girlfriend will say it. She'll always ask me shit, and I'll be like, if I want to answer, I'll just be like, just shit myself. And
I just
she'll
shit
be like,
myself.
if somebody, a homeless guy will be like, hey, do you have any change? I say, I just shit myself. And they're like, nobody fucking gives you anything back. Or if somebody's like, do you have any, you want Molly this? That guy just shit myself. I go, God damn. It definitely changes the whole perspective on things if you just tell people you just shit yourself. Like, it'll cut off a combo real quick.
Say, Chase, you look like Sam Malone from that Netflix original series, Cheers.
I get that all the time. I do. It's funny. I mean, I guess it might be the ravishing good looks.
Yeah.
Or,
You just popping up all the time?
Yeah, I'm there, dude. I'm always with a rag over the shoulder, fucking with the Rizzo or whatever her name is behind the bar.
With the punchline.
Yeah, pa-ting, one line and one left and right, firing, hiring, commanding and demanding. Yep.
So what's the record for the longest time that you've spent in Little 5 Points?
Like
Continuously.
Like homeless or like
Would that count as like a full 24 hours?
Yeah, I'd say like 2 days, but that was like maybe when I first met Sam, probably like 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, sometimes friends would offer you a place to stay and a place to crash, but you'd just be like, nah, I think I'm gonna keep sending it outside for a little while because it's summertime, and it was nice. And I still sleep in the RV most of the time, even though I have a house. It's just some folks, they got that little wild hair up their ass, and they end up staying out late and too late, and then it's like 5 in the morning. You ain't gonna bother your friends, or if you did at 5 or 6 in the morning, they would like be a little upset, which has happened before. You know how it goes.
They get that random phone call from Chase.
No phone call because I have a phone. I just show up at the fucking house and knock on the door. A couple of times I try to climb through the window.
Let me in.
Get shot real quick.
The very definition of living after midnight.
Yeah.
Actually, is that a group that you guys still?
It's a night that I've done for like 4 years. It's a private party for.
You promote it?
Yeah, it's like it's for a company party every Sunday night that we have. We're certain industry, few folks involved with a management company and a construction site over in East Lake work on, and it's like a little night where everybody gets together, do mimosas. Sometime like folks. Pop off on a cigarette or two, smoking still loud.
Yeah.
You know how it is. That's about. I mean, it's really tame, pretty much. I think pretty tame as far as I could. A lot of fun.
Where can I get one of those Dino Boys cassettes, dude?
You can get Dino Boys cassettes from I think I have like 1 or 2 left. We sold most of the Dino Boy cassettes out.
Awesome.
Yeah, but we'll if we get some more. We'll have some records there out on damn Die Slaughterhouse. We're about to put out like another little 7-inch pretty soon. Shout out to my boy Big Steak, a.k.a. Martin Alman. Nah, man. Homeboy. Down with the Kitchen Union. I ain't fucking with none of these servers and shit. Tipping fucking $6 on some shit in the kitchen. Come on, dog.
No, sir.
Yeah.
That's not how it
Come around talking
goes
about
down.
monies. Man, get that shit up out them face.
So you brought some music with you. What's this?
Oh, man. This? Oh, Lord, thought you'd never ask. This is Rambler. This is my group, my band that's been playing with for about 3 or 4 years. It's probably got about 11 members, but only 5 or 4 at a time play live together. Just
Okay.
Some folks live in different cities. Some have lived in Miami and Denver now. And then my buddy Bad News Boyer. Shout out to my dog, Bad News Boyer, stunting and grinding out there in Denver, holding it down. Yamby. That's we say Yamby sometimes. That's just some talk. We just talk like little yamsters and shit. But when we be getting partying and whatnot. But this record right here was put out on Die Slaughterhouse right here as well.
Okay.
This is Rambler. It's just a little 7-inch. I know if you got a 7-inch player in your car or something like that, you put it in a little put it in a little console. And
Oh yeah, I'm driving around a Galaxy 2000 right now, and I actually have a 45.
If you got a laser
disc
player in your car, you could play this record
way.
right here too.
No, so I don't have the Laserdisc player in my car.
Sick.
Yeah, I need to get one of those installed because I saw that those Laserdiscs were going for pretty cheap nowadays. You know, I thought about riding around to Jurassic Park every now and then.
Yeah, I fucking love the song Jurassic Park for a long time. Then I was in jail with some like maniac who kept mumbling, singing the tune of it or whatever. Yeah. And we'd be like, "Do you know what song that is?" And I was like, "He motherfucker talking about some. Would you like to play hide and seek and shit like that, like crazy, dude? Like, because
really?
They put me in the crazy unit because I lied to him and thought when I was in jail, I was fucked up, and I was like when I got arrested, and I thought that this is like also 10, 11 years ago, not like recently, but yeah, I'm a born again on the straight and narrow and shit. So
Yes.
just born again. I don't know what, man. You know, sometimes I'll wake up and I feel like I'm born again every day, dog. It's like every morning is Christmas, every night is Valentine's, and every day's your birthday. But anyways, I was in there and I ended up getting put in the crazy unit a couple times because I'd always be on mushrooms or something when I go to jail. I wouldn't even know how I got there. And maybe some little Xanax too, you know, maybe just mix it up a bit because you know who knows when you're on mushrooms you're gonna want to fucking
Yeah.
You know, you want to chill out sometimes and come down because anxiety is high, so then you take a little quarter Xanax, and then of course you've been
Nothing wrong
drinking
with
cold Coors Light, and shout out PBR, and Coors Light too.
Represent. We're not choosing favorites here.
Yeah,
you know.
what's up? I do a lot of work with Paps, my buddy Luis Sandoval. Shout out to Luis Sandoval. What's up? What's good with it?
Hey, what's happening?
And then so anyways, I would show up and I wouldn't even know what and I would like remember when you're getting put in there
In
to
general
the jail, they're like, yeah, when you're getting whatever the word is, like fucking
They're booking you.
booking you, and they're just figuring it out. The ladies are like, you know, do you have any problems or this or that? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking they're gonna give me pills and shit like that, so I can make the time go by. I'm in fucking jail instead of sitting there like a goofball, like and dusting around, slap fighting with each other and stuff. But
That way.
and they said, well, what are you on prescribed to? And I said, oh, I started naming off like just being an idiot, not even anything like non-brain. I was like Xantax. I didn't even know how to fucking spell it. Probably when I was like 20 or something, 22 or something. And then I just told them a bunch of other things. And they're like, all right, we're going to put him in the crazy unit. We'll contact your doctor. I didn't have a doctor. So they just put me in the paper suit for a little bit. And then, you know, they put you in a red suit.
Oh.
And it's just different from the blue suits. And so everybody knows you're a fucking maniac and shit like that. So they can be like, yeah, this guy's a risk. He
It's
might
like a target on your back.
He might spit, piss, or shit, or bite you or something like that. Excuse me. But anyways, the dude would be like, so I'm saying like they put me in that, and I'd be like, and then I was like, fuck, man. So then instead of being around people who were just slapboxing and doing normal stuff, I hang around crazy folks next, and they were like usually isolated into by themselves into a room in the jail. Like, but if there's a small amount of time they try to transfer you, they'll put you into like a pod with another crazy person. You're the only two people in this 36-person pod. Maybe it gets worked on or not, and they'll like. That's like when I ended up being with that crazy person. Not Stan, but this dude that was in there that was like showed up, and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm in jail. I feel like I've been abducted by aliens and stuff like that because I was tripping.
You're coming down in jail,
like,
right?
Yeah, and I'm like, well, I don't know why I'm here, dude. I'm like, I'm never gonna get out. Maybe I killed somebody. Not maybe I killed somebody, but I was like, I did something bad.
I don't even know what day it is.
I did something bad, and it was Halloween too. I remember one time when I woke up in there and I was like, look at my cool Halloween costume, like, but there was like, and I've been in there on my birthday, many a dates before that were like, I'm like, man, this is monumental as fuck, man. Like, I saw motherfuckers fight at 5 a.m. on my birthday when I turned 24. And it just over some breakfast shit. Like a white dude walked in, somebody said, oh, they sent a Klansman or whatever, which is normal shit in jail when white folks are outnumbered and stuff, which is fine. And it's just normal shit. And the dude got upset, a little butt hurt by words, and turned his goddamn thing around. And then the dude named Beetlejuice aimed the comment at a dude named JB, was like, man, fuck you, JB. Like, always doing that shit, because Beetlejuice loved eating, like, he's one of those dudes who would stack plates and scrap up. Like, you got leftovers, people would scrape them onto his plate. He'd put the plate under it and would have 3 or 4 plates stacked.
Oh, yeah.
Like that, and be standing up eating it sometimes.
Okay.
Like a scrap man there. But he said some shit to JB. JB was standing a few steps up, and JB's probably 34. Beetlejuice is probably 26. My 24th birthday in the morning at 5. And he jumps down from the steps. JB didn't clock Beetlejuice. Kind of like didn't even expect it coming. Beetlejuice ended up getting the upper hand on him and wrestled him onto one of the tables and slammed him, and then put his hand over him and held him. And everybody's like, he's holding his hand above his face, shaking, like he's going to hit him like Gladiator. Should he go up or down with his thumb? Yeah. And everybody's like, get him, Beetlejuice! Fucking kill him! And Beetlejuice was like, woof. And he didn't do it.
Oh, he backed down.
Yeah, and they go, Beetlejuice spared his ass! Beetlejuice spared his ass. It was like, now like Beetlejuice was like Caesar that day, dude. Like, or what his name, he was like King Arthur and Caesar mixed, dude. Like, but yeah, and Beetlejuice often begged for money in the Briarcliff Boston Market parking lot, in Rich parking lot too. But that day, JB was probably looking in the eyes begging. Beetlejuice wasn't the one begging, and Beetlejuice had a heart and spared him. Shout out Beetlejuice.
Where is he now?
I don't. Probably in Boston Market parking lot. Probably trying to get maybe a little honey roll or something like that. Maybe something. If maybe you could just break me off something a little. Maybe if you know, a little something. Beetlejuice.
You can already hear it now.
If you see Beetlejuice in the Boston Market parking lot in Briarcliff, please, man, get that motherfucker a honey roll, dude, and tell him that Chase Taylor said, hey, he remembers that day on his birthday, April 30th.
Or he
said too much already, but at 5 in the morning, when he spared fucking JB, that you had a heart, Beetlejuice. JB was a bully.
A day that will live in infamy.
Everybody was stoked, dude. A bully. And he's nice to me because he thought for some reason, because of my skin color, I was smart or something like that. And I'm not, like, very in certain areas, but I'm all right in literature. And he was like, Jay, come over here and help me write this letter. And I was like, all right. And I read over it because he's trying to send it out to a chick who was giving him a newspaper every day. And he was like trying to be all pimp about it. And he was like, girl, you make me feel like a boss. And then it said, I may not be Frank Einstein or nothing like that. Not Albert, dog. Frank Einstein. You know, like Frankenstein? Yeah. He said, but I know when I love, like, he just started being like, try to talk about a smart person and call the motherfucker Frank Einstein. You know Frank Einstein, who invented the fucking light bulb.
Right, that guy.
So he could raise his son Frankenstein with electricity in that little movie. It was nonstop good stuff. Yeah, don't go to jail. It's not fun.
So
it's not. It's sad in there sometimes.
Tell me about this music
video.
Man
want to take your ass. I'm just kidding. Not in regular jail. In prison, probably. I ain't never been in no prison.
Tell me about this project that you guys were working on the other day where you guys were like beating the shit out of each other on camera. Can you elaborate on that, or is that under wraps?
That's good, man. I can tell you. Let me take a cold sip of this Coors real quick.
So for everybody who's at home listening in and watching along, go ahead and pull up a new tab in your Chrome browser and pull up Chase Tail on Instagram and just look at his most recent post to follow along with the story that he's about to let us tell.
It's a private account. But I'm not trying to be an asshole because I just don't want people to really know where I might.
That's big facts.
Yeah, I would follow Rambler _territory. It's spelled RMBLR _territory. You can look that up on Google. You fuck nut. But like honestly, I just keep it private because I want to prove that I post some fucking personal shit on there. But I ain't want nobody to be a location device.
That's
in my
real.
ass. Yeah.
That's real.
I don't know, gosh dang perverts
the
and
FBI?
weirdos. Yeah. The FBI is following no matter what. I'm fine with that. I'm just saying I don't want fucking perverts. There are probably some perverted FBI guys got guarantee. I'm sure. Stick a damn baton up your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking serious shit out there.
What's it like to get hit in the face with a chain that big?
It wasn't a chain. It was a parking cone. And I told my friend Alex Hagen, Eddie Munster Hagen. I'm gonna make sure you get Alex Eddie Munster Hagen, son of the man from not Adam's Family, fucking Munsters.
Yes.
But yeah, he hit me in the head with a parking cone. I said, lob it at me, and he said, do you want me to throw it at you or near you? I said, just throw it at me and I'll block it. Oh. And
you caught it
I
in your
heard
face?
Raheem, my buddy Video Raheem, what's up, Video Raheem at videoraheem.com. And he fucking says, all right, man, I'll do it. That's his voice. He talks like Professor Frank's kid, but he looks like Eddie Munster, and he has longer hair. He's like, all right, man, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. But I'm like, man, all right. So then Raheem shooting the video, he goes, cut. And I'm like probably 15 feet away from this little dice scene that turned into a fight.
Okay.
And like, money's going around, everybody's fighting and stuff like that. And I run about 15 feet away in a direction. I hear cut. I turn around, and bam, that's when the fucking parking cone hits me right in the forehead. And I didn't fall down, but I turned around and walked. And I was like, and I felt my forehead. And when you get a lump on it that big, you immediately know, you're like, man, this shit's gonna look like the horns going, like something's trying to bust out of my forehead.
Yeah.
like some sort of little goblin that you don't need to feed after midnight. So come out of my fucking forehead, and
it looked like it hurt.
Yeah, it did hurt a little bit, but not as bad. I got hit with a car in December, and that shit I have to stretch all the time when I was driving. Not bad. So I still stretch every day, and that shit hurts way worse than that shit did. It looked way worse than it did because it's a face type thing, and it just swells up more than.
Oh, okay.
It's weird, yeah. It's just the capillaries and stuff like that. You know how it goes. The veins and the scrimmataries and the capillaries.
And this is for a music video?
Yeah, we were doing. I just said when we were doing it, I said, don't really, fake it. Really throw some stuff and hit each other. Either I did, but or the source is unknown, or my friend Joey hit my friend in the head with a 5-gallon bucket, and it split his lip. And this is my best friend Bad News Boyer again on a story. It split his lip right into knocked his tooth out a little bit, and he said he's gonna be able to push it back in, and it's not gonna have to be totally, pulled out. But God, boy, oh boy, I never looked at the guy's teeth, but until then, I'm saying the dude has all right pair of fucking donkey chompers. You know what I mean? But that tooth falls out. He already looks rough enough. I mean, if you put that tooth out, he's gonna. I mean, he tattoos for a living, so it might give him a fucking character of some sort. You know how that goes. Bad News Boyer.
Tell me, do you have a favorite scene in Fried Green Tomatoes?
I just play it in the background sometimes. I've been to the little place that was filmed.
I mean,
I guess it was that saran wrap scene I put on last night.
She comes out in saran wrap.
Yeah, that final Tootsie Roll I like that funny lady that comes out in the saran wrap. She's in Titanic too. She's a little more weight to her. She's funny as I'll get out though. She's probably the funniest lady alive, honestly, that I've ever met. I didn't meet her, but I've watched her movies. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all ain't gonna laugh at that. You know what I'm talking about, that big lady. She's the mom in Waterboy.
Hey Siri, who's the mom in Waterboy? Just kidding.
Dolores. She looks like a Dolores. Maybe she looks like a Dolores, maybe a Dorothy for medium, and maybe a Dort for short.
Yeah.
Maybe a Dort for short. Don't make me lisp.
How far does your career in music go back? I saw some photographs online that you were like maybe 16 playing at a house show or something like that.
When I was probably 11 years old. No, I was 11. I know it.
Oh,
or
okay.
12. I played at a talent show in 6th grade. Me and my buddy Ian Newberry.
A band?
It was called Assassins. Yeah.
Real instruments.
Yeah. I sang, and we did, my band, Assassins did Bulls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine when I was 11 or 12.
Super hard.
Yeah, and there's video. So some Chris Burns and Ian Newberry's mom has it, but both named Sue, and love them. Love you, Miles. And Chris Burns was in the band. He's a drummer. He's a little skateboarder boy now. Still been skateboarding for a long time. Had a skate park at his house. It was awesome. Used to go over there and skate and practice there.
Is this here in Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in Paulding County. It was a country county, which is crazy. But like, his parents were rad, and they had like let us practice there all the time, and would ride us to shows, and were like super supportive, like real like into the arts, like we were and stuff like that. Understood us like it was cool. They just were like hippies when they were younger. And took really good care of like him and our friends and stuff like that as far as it came. I really appreciate them. And we played the talent show after we practiced over there at Chris's parents' house, and they filmed it. And Ian Newberry, still one of my best friends, and David Klein, still one of my best friends. Chris Burns, friend, but I don't ever see Chris Burns. And when I text Chris don't text back.
He's a ghost follower.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's a good guy. I know Chris. I know Chris works at. I'll tell you. I'm not going to tell you where he works at.
On blast.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Maybe go tip him at the place he works at. But I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you where it's at. Stan said that. You know Stan. Didn't you say his full name? Well, I'm not.
What's your favorite musical instrument?
Probably the bugle. Because I never listened to Chuck Mangione, but I seen him on King of the Hill a couple times.
He's a god. He put A&M Records on the map. Yeah.
You know Chuck? Do you listen to his bugle?
I've heard his greatest hits.
Yeah. I just got a record from Stan yesterday. I took it from his house because I saw it on King of the Hill. There's an episode where he's like a ghost in the Megalomart. And
No, I haven't seen it.
You need to watch. Chuck Mangione's living between the aisles and shit like that and eating out the food. and they think they have a pest problem, but it's really Chuck Mangione.
Okay.
And they think it's the ghost of him, but he's not dead. Like, so it was like, they're like, yeah, it was, or maybe they didn't think he was a ghost, but he was hiding in the aisles, eating the food when they weren't there, and they thought it was a vermin problem, but it was really a Chuck Mangione problem.
There is a serious lack of Chuck Mangione interview content on YouTube. I found that out. We were going to do a whole hour of Chuck Mangione content. Oh, that's hot. Careful. Yeah, he just spilled some coffee on his dick.
Oh, yikes. Gonna have to ice that down late. Oh,
please do not sue the show.
Sam said he's good for it.
Yeah. Because we're buying people penises in here. Brand new cocks.
Oh, Lord. Sam was telling a damn story earlier about some dude who's stealing highball peanuts from around the corner at a gas station. That shit was fire.
How did you meet Sammy Black?
That was back when I was like 2022, and I was like I was homeless. I had places I could stay at, but I didn't choose to stay on those couches. Like, not like I wasn't about to go back. I didn't no family to go back to or anything like that. It was just I was adopted when I was 9. I'm a mom, and my stepdad, I knew him. So I got adopted when I was 9, and they weren't like, they're awesome, love them and stuff like that. It just wasn't like I didn't, wasn't about it, like, let me come back there or anything. And you just have to be a man about or a human about shit, and fucking just walk that shit and toe that line if you're going to act like that. So I'd stay out there, and my friends would be like, crash when you need to or whatever, but I would choose to stay out past the time that would, people got to do shit and work the next day when your ass don't have to do anything but recess. Like, every day is, recess. Like, you're just like when you're in a band playing around or whatever, that's how it is, and you're used to doing that. And it's like when you try to transition into, like, you have no band no more, and you're like, fuck, man, like, you have no band no more, and you're doing that, like, and you have no band no more, and you're used to, like, every day drinking, hanging out, doing this, and playing for 50 minutes and selling some merch and hanging out. That's what you're kind of like. And then you go back and home, when you're used to doing that, you have no money, it doesn't really make sense. Like, but you're still in that, like, set. You're like,
it's like a purgatory.
Yeah, it's like when people transition from jail to something to
society,
to real life, like, or something, or transition from rehab to society. It's just like I was in a van for fucking 3 or 4 months every summer, and the first time I was ever in Atlanta for 3 or 4 months out of my fucking adult life, or being after 18 when I was out of the house, was like, I was overboard, like, for 2 years, and then I got kind of like where I had a kid, and then I started staying in houses again. And,
okay.
Yeah. And
do the dad role.
Yeah. He lives above Chicago, but I still get to see him a fairly all right amount. Like,
okay.
I get him for the summer and shit. Yeah. Visits pretty often.
And I'm curious, what was Sammy doing around the time you met him?
Oh, dude, he had, like, wooden earrings, he looked like a Zelda nymph, like a wood elf or something, kind of like.
Oh yeah, from Zelda.
Yeah, he looked like a Zelda wood elf. He had, like, these big old wood earrings with, like, tribal, like, I mean, they're probably.
I think I've seen a photograph or two of what he looked like on
nose
Facebook.
Ring and stuff like that in the middle, and, like.
Was he inviting, or was it like?
He's awesome. That was one of the most really nice, open people to everybody. Really, really helped out a lot. Not just me, helping me out before like that, and giving me a place to stay whenever I needed to. Also buying beers and stuff like that, and smoke, and just awesome shit. Would be like, have other people say, like, he just was open hearted, and have, like, he even had, like, some folks that were like other homeless folks that, we kind of knew in little 5 Points in other areas of town. They'd be over at the house hanging out, sometimes sleeping, and then, like, it wasn't like we were 22 or 21 or something. Like, I never met him before until then. It's a totally different type of dude that I would usually hang out with, and it just when the way I was, it's just open to anybody and stuff like that, and he was too, and real nice dude, like, real nice guy.
Did you guys play some video games together?
Man, I fucking love video games. Yeah, Sam, I relate with him on that a lot. Old games and new ones. Well, not so many new ones, but older ones. He shows me new ones, but I'm not really. Showed me some game where Conan was running around naked.
Oh yeah, with the dong slider, you can make your dick as big as you want in the game.
Yeah, there's like a custom dick thing on there where you can. And people running around, most everybody with their dicks out on the fucking thing because it's just funny to do. Just watch it, but it's just like, the Conan's pretty awesome. Like, to fucking have him with his ding dong flopping around, like, and it's there. So it's maybe I'm being a child about it. I don't know. I should be an adult about ding dongs flopping.
The programmers put that in the game specifically
to get people horny on it.
For us to drag that dong slider all the way to the max dong size when you create your character.
It'd be cool if you could shape it like a triangle or something like or if you could make it a banana dong or some shit or something funny like double dong.
Double dong.
The dong song.
What are some of your greatest gaming memories? Maybe something where you just like sat and beat an entire game like in an afternoon or something like that. Something you're really proud of. Something where you were like, hell yeah.
Dr. Robotnik Mean Bean Machine is like kind of like a Tetris style game. But
yeah, you like connect 4 or 3 of the beans, right, and they go away.
Yeah, I beat that motherfucker like maybe.
Damn, dude.
I remember I took a picture of it too. I beat Dr. Robotnik. My girlfriend was sleeping. I woke her ass up, dude, like, cause she seen me play it. She's good too. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think I woke her up, or I fucking definitely took a picture and was like, "Damn, I can't believe you ain't awake for this." Like, you done all my beautiful strides in life. Like,
were you playing on an actual Genesis, or were you playing like on an emulator?
Oh no, like the new smaller Genesis. It's included on that like 54 pack. There's only 50. It says 80 something, but
they're
only
all like bullshit
50.
games.
Yeah, they're like fucking Snake.
Yeah.
And one of them's called like fucking Memory or whatever, which is basically the card game Memory, and they're trying to make a game out of it. Like, come on, man, don't be bullshit me no goddamn half-ass B-League shit like some Pop Warner. You know, come on.
Tell me about a tour that you went on, maybe the longest tour that you guys went on as a group. Maybe where you were like, man, you can't wait to get off this tour. Like, how far have you gone from the Southeast on the longest tour?
Just United States and some of Canada, on the east part of Canada.
Driving?
Yeah.
A group of guys in a bus or something? Group of guys in a van?
We did a one time when first time I ever went on tour. We had a pretty shitty van, and it was really cold. We didn't have any heat. I remember there was this dude named Amos. What's up, Amos? And Amos was like, he was used to cold weather, and like, he's from Washington D.C. I think, and that's where we were probably near. And he has his arm out the window, like in the wintertime. And like, I remember Tuck, my friend Tuck. What's up, Tuck? He had said this motherfucker has seal blubber for skin, and that's why he can withstand cold temperatures.
Okay, yeah.
And Amos thought that shit was funny, and he like smoking a cigarette, like, fuck yeah, dude. And we'd be like, man, funny as hell. Stop at McDonald's and like be like, anybody want anything from McDonald's? And this homeboy I have named Paul, what's good, Paul? And then Paul Nasty Massey, my man. And then he was my bass player at the time. I'm like 18, yeah, 18 sounds cool. It is 18. And then
the best year.
Yeah. Maybe I was 19. Anyways, he just to switch it up. He just says, yeah. But Paul was in the back seat after Amos goes, anybody want anything from McDonald's? And he said, he's freezing, he's shaking and shit like this under about 5 or 6 seats. He goes, chicken biscuit, like that, chicken biscuit, like that. Like he was like, he just let us his last breath of air to request that chicken biscuit, and what the fuck is wrong with Paul? And of course, Tuck mocked him about that chicken biscuit because it's probably the only thing that Tuck could do from being freezing cold was use his humor to laugh it out, which Paul would just go, fuck you, Tuck. And that's what he sounds like when he's he'd be like crying about a chicken biscuit in the fucking freezing cold weather. Motherfucker got icicles on his goddamn chap lips. So
it's shit like that. You never really forget shit like that.
No, the picture. I mean, I could see it right now in that van that day. The longest one I ever went on when that didn't answer the question. Can you repeat the question? I'm just kidding. The longest one I ever went on was probably like when I was 19 or 20 or some shit, or I was an age, and earlier on, damn, we go like 2 or 3 months. Sometimes we'd come off a tour for like a week here and then jump on another one. Mm-hmm. So we'd have a small break, but it wouldn't be any time to make money. So you'd have like $100. I've had like $36, and I have a lot of really good friends who, when I'll buy beer, sometimes they buy. It's like we always take care of each other. So yeah. Everybody's always drinking. Everybody's always drinking, and it's just that's all we do is drink some beer sometimes. Maybe hard liquor, but not me so much. But that's a personal choice. Not
He's the designated driver.
Yeah, he is. He stands designated. He'd be driving sometimes. But oh man, what was the question again? The longest tour. Oh, dude.
Like maybe the furthest you've gone from the Southeast.
Was probably St. Hyacinth in Canada. No, that's not as far. I've been to like LA, and I've been every state in the United States. But Canada, St. Hyacinthe was this really, probably the first ever one. Everybody was speaking French up there. And they don't really like people who speak like with a drawl, like probably the way draws we had and stuff like that. And it's fucking ridiculous. Like, I mean, like, well, we don't like you either, bitch. Like, but anyway, we played this show and we stole.
Bonjour, motherfucker.
Yeah, we stole a whole bunch of beer from this place.
Oh,
like
yeah.
from this dude was coked out of his mind, which is fine.
Is he the promoter or something like that?
No, this is like some guy who owned the bar. But this was like, I was 19, 20 back then too. So believe me, I fucking know it's stupid to steal anything from anybody. I mean. But anyways, like, we did this anyways, real asshole kids, but the people fucking with us and shit like that, not paying us our guarantee. We stole, which they didn't pay us our guarantee. We stole like a bunch of beer from them and put him right under the seat of the van. And the coked out fucking promoter comes out and he's like, please let me see inside the vans. Please, I just need to know the beers is gone.
Where's the beer?
Is these 5 beers? This just wants to say was this five cases of beers, very expensive, and where's the beers that's gone? I'm like, yo, bro, like, we ain't got no beer. And he's like, do you mind if I sees under the seats? And we're like, fuck. And we open the door, and he looks right at him, and he was too scared to say anything. I realized when I got older. And he's like, I say, thank you, I just understand. I just need to find size beers. And he shut the doors. And we're like, that dude just looked right at him, and we thought he didn't see him. I realized later on he's probably semi-intimidated by the fucking crazies in the fucking van, and we're just act like tough in front of his friend that was acting tough to look for him or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they were nasty. We probably poured those stinking beers out just for the fucking principle. We ain't drinking that fucking local crap, St. Hyacinthe beer.
Damn, I think I triggered him, y'all. I think I went deep, dark into a memory and pulled out something like that doesn't sound like the most pleasant memory of all time.
It was because we had beer, but we drank some of it, but some of it we'd be like, if we had half left, we didn't feel like it, we'd just pour it out. Bill's character, you know what they say.
What are some of the craziest things, and by crazy I mean unexpected, that you've maybe turned the corner from Moreland to Euclid and seen somebody out there in Little 5 Points doing just completely unexpected?
Aiming guns at cops and shit.
Fully nude, anything like crazy?
Yeah, people be out there fucking and stuff in the public in front of families.
Oh wow!
Like they'll be passing bottles back and forth, and it's wild out there. Yeah, they'll be There's one time I saw some dude who had like what everybody thought was a gun, and he's in the middle of the square, and a guy comes in we know and lets us know that there's a guy with a gun in the square at the tattoo shop I work at, Southern Star Tattoo. Let's go with it, Southern Star Tattoo. Anyways, that's my thing. I just bark sometimes like a Georgia Bulldog. Anyways.
Go Dogs.
Yeah, sick 'em. Anyways, Herschel Walker, baby. And then anyways, get 'em. Quincy Carter. Just kidding. All right, anyways. Quincy Carter. Anyways, talking about some DSGB shit. Anyways, little 5 points. Have I said anyways enough?
Anyways, so
this dude was aiming this fucking gun. Everybody thought it was, this dude comes in. We know he has side of his forehead side not forehead, but side of his head tattooed, and is like complaining about a guy with a gun outside. I'm like, I know the guy and he's cool, and I was like, man, you can't be coming in here running about. Everybody has a gun out there. Not everybody, but everybody who ain't a homeless person, most of the people out there carry, and they have a right to and probably have a permit, or if they don't, they're just carrying them because they're for protection. Nobody's out there like Wild West in it trying to aim guns at people.
Right.
He has all these people running from the Porter and all these like richer people type bars on the weekends. I'm trying to say the nicest words I can. And
upscale yuppie type shit.
richer folks, and they're all running off scared like this guy's gonna kill somebody, and they're screaming. I tried to film some of it, which I have a small amount of, and I'm like shaking a little bit too because I don't know if he had a gun or not, and he keeps looking my direction. I'm like, I ain't gonna get shot over no goddamn Instagram video, and like I was like laughing kind of because I'd be like deranged and dissociated sometimes on some stupid shit laughing, but I ran back in, I came back out like just to watch it, like because the police show up and he's aiming the gun at the police, and these. You'd automatically assume this guy's going to get shot and killed right there and killed. He's in the middle of the square. The square is dead. There's nobody out there. And this is on a Saturday. Like drop the fucking gun. There's like fucking 5 or 6 cops, more and more pulling up. Like, and the dude's standing up and aims it, but the dude's aiming it sideways like it's the movies or whatever too. Like, yeah. And so the cop probably is, I don't know, he's probably a fucking idiot. Like, this dude has no idea what he's doing. Like, and then kind of realizes he's crazy, whatever. So then I guess the cop sees it, it's not a real gun, and switches to a taser. The guy starts walking towards the police, but one of the cops knows that it's not a real gun. So the dude gets towards him, and they hit him with the taser. And he goes like this, and he goes, and keeps walking. The dude thought that he had like superpowers, but the taser only hit his jacket.
Oh my God.
So he was so fucked up, he thought that he was like about to withstand bullets and stuff. And after they hit him with the taser and then hit him with another one that didn't connect his jacket, they just tackled him. And like I got a small video of that too. The dudes are just, they're not even beating his ass. It's crazy. You're like, wow, like the videos I know that are like, in the times I've dealt with police when I was just walking down the street with no shoes on from an argument, I would get fucking slammed and shit. Like way big of more of an ass whooping than goddamn a little putting handcuff. Good golly, Miss Molly.
Well, I mean, it could have ended a little differently.
Yeah, which would have been sad either way. Like, but it's just that people say like that was the one cop that was pretty much the lead dude didn't shoot the dude, which is pretty fucking crazy. Which is he had a lot of sense and patience, and also saw, I guess, I think the gun, it was like it was so big, I kind of noticed at first, like, that's kind of like a Halo type handgun. Like, it's just too big.
Too big, cartoonishly big.
Yeah.
What's it like to work at that tattoo shop? I've actually never been in there. I'm unfortunately not that big into the tattoo community.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I love working with all the staff. I've been getting tattooed by those guys since I was 18, 19. And
first tattoo
was there's one on my arm that says Death or Glory, and I got it by my buddy, this guy Ryan Weaver at Timeless. But Southern Star Tattoo has done most of my tattoos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all good dudes, fun, all like-minded. It's always been good to me. Love it. It's the only you get stressed out sometimes just because any job you got customers that are trying.
Yeah,
you want to get baffled and slack-jawed over prices and stuff like that, and cause scenes or whatever. But you just try to keep it cordial and be like, yeah, I understand. It's not, you got to save up or something. If you want it done right, you get it done right. You know what I mean? It's the most, it's awesome. It's like that's real shit. It's like all the artists are like can do any type of walking and shit. It's not just somebody's focused on one type thing, this style or that style. Mm-hmm. It's like whatever comes in the shop, we'll work on it. We'll do it. We'll figure it out. So it's, if you have what you want to make sure you're getting a good tattoo and you care about it that much, we're going to make sure it happens.
And you were telling me that this album was just featured in a publication, right?
This a song by Rambler from this album right here. The band that I write for, Dino's Boys or Dino Boys, whatever, is a band that my buddy Danny Song writes most all the songs for. Pretty much 99.9% of them. I think I wrote one.
We're going to throw this graphic up on the screen. It was featured in this magazine right here. A short little blurb, short little review of the track.
Classic Rock magazine. It's a publication. It's cool when you're classic rock and you just started playing about 2 or 3 years ago. You get labeled classic rock. That's what's up.
Real recognized real. That's really what it comes down to.
Sure enough. Sometimes I think that's about what boils the goose right there.
What is going on this weekend?
Oh, man, I work on the weekends, but every Sunday night I do the private company party for Living After Midnight, where a lot of the people in the community come together and drink mimosas and
pinkies up,
chop it up. Yeah, chop it up, get live, listen to a little music, beatbox style music, maybe a little rock and roll.
Go home in the walls.
Does that happen?
As Stan said last Sunday night, which was 2 days ago, there was a couple stupid gentlemen that come in on sometimes who are supposed to be banned, which is crazy to have to ban somebody from a private company party. That's almost like firing somebody. But dude comes in, and they're obviously on some serious sizzle. And that shit, this one dude, he got thrown out. I told my homie to throw him out. He sneaks his little weasel his ass way back in. He ain't little. He's like fucking 300 pounds or not really, like 260.
Real stealthy.
Muscle guy, yeah. He's not hard to not recognize. He's not that sneaky. He doesn't look like nobody else there. He's got a friend who's just blasting on some fucking beans and like is like dancing like a maniac. I put a little video.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you could do ecstasy if you don't fucking make it obvious, like or whatever. Everybody else is on it and it's fine, but putting that shit on people in the dude's fucking walls, man. Like putting his ass between the fucking corner of I was appalled, shocked. Oh man, I'm like, man, because people have to clean those walls after that, and somebody's got to take care of that wall baby that they just had. Like, I mean, who knows? It might come out as a fucking small stud and grow into a big wall one day, but there's money and stuff that goes into fucking walls on X.
And who's going to take care of that baby wall?
I don't think that guy on Ecstasy really knows what happened. The father, we might not know because I think the other guy rubbed his ass on the wall too.
I think I'm going to have to come check you guys out.
I think so as well.
Because there's not a whole lot of that kind of activity going on in my life, and I aim to fix that.
Yeah. We aim to put a guard on the wall for if that guy ever shows up again, we can like take it down afterwards and throw it away because we can't keep cleaning and painting walls because people get shit stains on them from trying to fuck them. That's just not good business. Not now, not never.
I don't really know what I would do if I were to see somebody like that in that position in a place of business like that.
About throw up at the company party. That's about what I would do.
You were telling me that there's a place that's got some tacos on Tuesday?
Fuck that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What half-price wings Tuesday? Is that what's going on today?
Yeah, I'm going to need some half-price wings. I usually have a little ledger that lets me know what day has half-off wings. And I'm not just going to give you a specific place to go to because I don't do Pacific stuff like that.
Hell no.
But if you want to be silver about it, I can give you
Clue me in?
Give you a coupon. Just walk into the place and say, "Hey, I'm here for the half-off wings," and they're gonna might say, "Hey, it's not half-off wing night." Say, "Well, I got a coupon," and they'll say, "Well, we didn't make any coupons," and say, "I know you didn't, but I made my own coupon. I got it with me right now," and they say, "Well, that's gonna be hard because we ain't got any wings." And I go, "I know you don't, so I brought my own, and y'all gonna pay me for these wings and fit to fry them up, and I'm gonna get my half-off wings. I brought a receipt, and I got paperwork, and I bought it cash."
Straight like that?
Just like that.
What do you say we get out of here and go get some wings?
I'm too fired up to get wings. I need some more Coors Light.
Yeah.
But no, we're getting wings, dude.
All right.
It's hunger time. But before we get out of here, just because we've got everybody listening in from your entire network, from inside the perimeter all the way up to Jersey, let these folks know something, man.
Hey, man. If you want to know something about CT, let me tell you, it's no good. What you know good?
You heard it right here in the secret room. It's Ben Scarborough and Chase Tail at Third Eye Collective, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.